saw a bunch of these fall out the back of a van, yeah? You want it or not?
Finish up your scheme. There's work to do.
Just having a bit of fun, Bags.
Hey, it's me. Sorry for hanging up on you. Look, if you really still want to make a difference, you're free to use the 404 hubs and complete contracts. Beyond that, I just need some time away from you lot. Laters.
Target now!
Broker Tech announced earlier today the official launch of Daybreak, the neural mapping technology designed to allow people to live forever. Already, customers on the company waitlist are undergoing the procedure behind closed doors. A source within Broker Tech said that the project
Right, let's talk about Albion PMC, the only British organisation to successfully oppress more of the developing world than the British government. Led by Nigel Cass, a man the partisan media calls a charismatic visionary, and Amnesty International calls a war criminal. Albion was given the key to the city to re-establish order following the bombings.
Right fucking suspicious.
It is. So that's two reasons why we need to find an angle on Cass.
We've found one. His name, Hamish Balaji. Born in London, Balaji was a recipient of the Cass Foundation Technical Scholarship at 14, which included a mentorship with Cass himself. At 16, Balaji designed Cass's first drone fleet. Fun fact, Cass delayed the launch by a week so it would land on Balaji's birthday.
Cass sounds like Balaji's second dad. Why would he help us?
They had a falling out after an incident in the Niger Delta 3 years ago. A buried human rights investigation accuses Cass of ordering a drone fleet to wipe out a village protesting the construction of a pipeline, but the drones malfunctioned before they could. Balaji is named as the likely saboteur. He's been on the run ever since, but now tracking data shows he's reappeared in London.
Shit, he's looking for redemption like with the protesters. This guy designed Cass's drone fleet. I think he's trying to disarm Albion.
He covers his tracks well, but that's a good guess. Unfortunately, according to this Albion intelligence report intercepted by our friend Caitlin Lau, Cass knows Balaji's in London as well. So, that's the op. Make contact with Balaji before Albion finds him. Then convince him we have a mutual enemy in Cass.
So this guy's our best chance to stop Albion and clear our names. And the largest private army on Earth wants him dead. No pressure.
It took some doing, but I've narrowed down the area where we're most likely to find Hamish Balaji. I've pushed the coordinates to your optic.
Oh, I look fucking good.
You're not into that kind of thing.
This one was. They seem to have real power.
Auto drive now enabled.
Balaji has been snooping into Albion's affairs. Quietly, of course, but I've been able to determine that most of it's from this area.
Why not say hello?
Not so fast. Hamish isn't in, according to his home security. And before you get ideas, he's rigged his front door to a series of traps designed to delete all of his data and then your life. Not necessarily in that order.
Well, someone's paranoid.
To be fair, you are an armed insurgent trying to break into his flat. Anyway, you should be able to connect to the local grid and use security cameras to disarm his traps.
Right.
I believe the main interface is on the rooftop.
Those windows up there could be a good place to start, yeah, Bagley?
Sure, if you can get there. 3 options here. 1, use the window washing platform. 2, find a cargo drone. 3, give up, go home, and resolve to be a better person.
On it. Traps is fucking right, Bagley. No exaggeration there.
You could force the traps to unlock by rewiring the power.
On it.
Welcome to Clare and Present Danger, and welcome to Fascist London. Don't let that boot on the back of your neck disturb you. In time, you'll barely feel it. We have to wake up, people. If there was a playbook for setting up a totalitarian police state, Albion would be most of the way through it and working on the epilogue. They certainly took advantage of the fallout from the bombings, didn't they? Preyed on the fears of the city government, too. They were only too happy to hand Nigel Cass the keys to the city. Wash their hands to the whole mess. The collar will only get tighter now, friends, unless we do something. We can't wait for someone else to fight back. We are the change.
The traps are disarmed. Now, if you go through the front door of the flat, it's much less likely you'll be killed.
more muscle, Chief, and I'll blow the whole place with you in it.
All right, let's take this slow, mate.
Who the fuck are you? And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
Hardly. We have a more unofficial status.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You done?
Listen. Albion knows you're in London. You're wasting your time arguing with me.
Fuck me. You're telling the truth, aren't you? Fucking hell, thought I was careful. Fucking idiot, Amish. Look, Cass is worse than you know.
Tell me something I don't know. Look, mate, what do you think I'm doing here?
Maybe, because Nigel Cass is paying you. That's how fucking mercs work.
I'm here to get your help. Cassie's on our shit list too. He was behind all the bombings and he came after us.
Mate, you don't know shit. You have no idea what Cass is and what... Move! Fuck! An Albion squad's closing in on you. I guess you weren't lying about that part. Fuck. Think, Amish, think. Shit, fine. Move the table. I'll buy you some time. Just go. No!
Move it!
Fucking hell.
Don't just stand there. Albion won't be fussy about who they shoot.
Fuck me.
Engaging hostile target.
Take the vehicle out, now!
Too slippery for you fuck jobs.
Control, I can't see the suspect. Please advise.
Terminating pursuit and coming back.
I think all that excitement convinced our new friend Hamish that we need to work together to tackle Cass. He's willing to cooperate.
All right. Chief, that was a pretty slick escape. I believe you. So I'll say this. Nigel is planning something, and I don't think I could stop him on my own. If DedSec's everything I've heard, you'll help me.
We can help each other. There's a chance Cass had something to do with the bombings. What could he be planning that's worse than that?
No, that's not like him. Well, not exactly. See, Nigel's got to see himself as the hero. He's an arrogant twat, but he's not a cynic. Every place we go into, we would have some mad plan to fix all his problems. With robot police or automated crop fertilizing or some shit. Society was a technical problem. And people are just bugs in the software, you know? You work around them or you squash them. Sorry, Chief. I've got to switch proxy servers so they don't trace me. I'll hit you right back on voice. Listen, I've got an inside man, right? A contact in Albion. Says Nigel's got this big meeting happening at White Tower. He'll be talking about a major project he's got planned for London.
Team.
I've always wanted to be in on a caper. Okay, first things first. We'll need eyes on the impregnable target, so off you go. I'll crack on with assembling the right personnel to round out this ragtag bunch of misfits.
Ah, shit. Albion cyber security sniffing my proxy IP. Must have traced the detonator signal. I've got to deal with this.
Huh? The Tower of London. Anyone care to tell me how we're meant to get past fucking security?
I like to help, fam, but Nigel's caught a whiff now. With all the CTOS cameras, it'd take him less than 5 to ID me. I ain't risking my pretty face.
We need an Albion insider for our caper, one who's willing to turn coat. I've reached out to a contact who works in a nearby pub. Where better to find a bleakly disillusioned anti-hero numbing their conscience with drink, but secretly desperate for redemption. I've let our contact know what we're in the market for, and she's nearby.
Watcher.
You lot certainly know how to pick your targets. You do know that Albion have set up their headquarters in there, right?
You got any other ideas? It's up to us to crash this big meeting Cass has got planned. If his project goes live, he's going to have all of London over a barrel.
Fucking Nigel Cass. You're right. Nothing good can come of this. Luckily, I hear loads of sob stories working in a pub. And near this place, quite a few from Albion are dissatisfied with the status quo. You turn on the charm, and I'm sure you can get one to join the good guys. Even got a candidate in mind.
Intriguing. Shoot me the details.
I'll have Bagley push it along. Good luck, love.
We have an Albion operative on our roster. We should let them know they're needed.
The damn thing's gone haywire.
Nigel Cass's meeting will begin soon. Approach the Tower of London when you're ready. If we're lucky, word hasn't spread that you've hung up your jackboots. Just try to put on your meek, harmless, broken by the system face. Oh, and don't forget your uniform. Looking sharp. Your ex-colleagues won't pay any attention to you unless you let them take a close look.
Cease and desist, or you will be the hostile target.
Given up already? This area will be used for news footage purposes. They've got me pinned! Don't make this harder on yourselves! I'll have a look. Look around. They were here. I'm getting shot at! I've lost sight of him.
Seems that manky little nerd was the one who kept diverting relief supplies away from the Barra to keep everyone in line for Albion. These days you can do a lot more evil with a spreadsheet than a drone fleet.
Fucking great.
I'd rather not have to kill you today.
A word of caution now we're inside. Any disturbance in here and Nigel Cass will surely cancel his meeting. Avoid being detected by your former colleagues or this operation is a bust.
Nigel won't have anything important on this floor.
You seem to know scads about him, more than most.
Yeah, I was Albion too, if you hadn't twigged to that. Me and Cass were close once. Looked up to him. Pfft, he was bigger than life, fam. Literally a tech genius. And I was just a gearhead kid. I wanted to be like him. That's why I joined up.
Oh, for God's sake.
Didn't find out he was a murderous prick until later.
Can't wait to see it roll out. This is going to make our jobs
The
that much
Exmoor
easier.
pony is Britain's oldest native breed.
You don't think it's
The
going to make
breed
certain
nearly reached extinction during the
aspects of
Second
our
World
job
War.
redundant, do you?
Not a chance. Director Cast takes care of the zone. You know that.
Fair point.
This was considered by historians to be the famed sword, Excalibur. Later, archaeologists were able to date the sword to the early 8th century, at least 200 years too late. It still remains...
Oh, disgusting.
So can you tell me a little bit more about how the retrofits are going?
Everything is proceeding on track.
They're down boots before coming in. Like I haven't got enough to do. Dealing with construction.
London is at war against crime. Albion is here to
Guess what?
I heard someone saying dead set.
They better not be. Just a bunch of terrorists pretending to have morals.
This door clearly requires a security pass.
Fucking great.
Use one of the nearby computers to create your forgery.
Be careful. You don't want to know what Nigel does with trespassers.
You been up there lately? There's some parts of this city absolutely disgusting working with some heavy boots. You understand?
Yeah, I know what you mean. But there's always an element.
Sure, but I thought you'd taken care of them long ago.
You mean dead set? I've heard some talk on the street that they may...
It'll take some time for the forgery to be ready. To keep you occupied, I dragged up still images and a recording from an internal investigation into Cass Sr.'s death.
Show me.
Internal Psych Assessment AS001 Subject Cass Nigel. Mr. Cass experienced a deeply traumatic event when he witnessed the murder of his father, Gareth Cass, CEO of Albion. He began exhibiting symptoms soon after what he frequently described as the random event. Mr. Cass's initial symptoms included insomnia, paranoia, distorted blame, and recurring flashbacks. However, he appears to have channeled his anger and self-described powerlessness into his work to ensure that Albion becomes...
Fuck me. Almost makes you pity him. Oh, wait. No, it doesn't. He's a dickhead. Can't believe that's who's supposed to be secure in London.
Yeah, well, Nigel's never close to anyone but his dad. And me, I guess. Never had much faith in people, really.
Well, the pass is ready, but rough. If this resistance thing doesn't work out, I doubt you'll make a living as a document forger. Let's give it a go anyway. Nigel Cass awaits.
Mr. Cass knows what he's doing.
How's it going?
It'll do no good to question his directive.
I'm not questioning his bloody
bit
directive.
tense.
I'm wondering why we're not being sent out against those fucking thugs.
Maybe because he has a plan.
How are you getting on with those
vision.
measurements? The deadline is coming up quickly. It wouldn't do to miss it. He's presenting to the stakeholders right now.
I know, but if I mess this up, then the whole project is...
Welcome to Project Themis.
Our new autonomous drones. These drones can identify, isolate, and terminate threats before they can do harm. They can go anywhere, see everything. They could kill a man alone in an alley or in a crowd of hundreds with perfect precision. Themis drones can do what humans have always struggled to. Act immediately and decisively. Without your support, I couldn't stand here and tell you, no, promise you, that with the launch of Project Themis, London will be the first city in the world to be made truly safe.
Mr. Cass, I was hoping you'd called us all in here today to discuss the ethical issues.
No, it's all right. The Commissioner cares, as we all do. I admire his passion and his dedication. Let's talk ethics.
Well, for one, Themis goes far beyond Albion's mandate. We really should have more government consultation.
I see. Delay the launch so that we can debate and assess the details.
We're missing the human element here. I can get the Defence Minister on the line right now.
Well, if you feel you must. It's the human element that got us into this. No more debate, delay, indecision. Understand this. I will not allow anyone, not even myself, to jeopardize Themis. Now, will our friends at Titus be ready? You are the cornerstone of the project after all. Do you need to consult any outside parties?
No. We'll be ready.
And just in time. Criminals running our streets. Illegals threatening our families. The police commissioner himself. Assassinated by terrorists. Decisiveness is hard. But here's the best part. Once this decision is made, no more will be required of you.
Attention, a building-wide security sweep has been initiated due to document breach.
I warned you about that forgery. Your uniform will help. Don't let them get a close look at you.
Bagley, need an exit protocol.
The catacombs, fam.
That's all of them, for now.
Saw Nigel in action in there, didn't you? Man can be very, persuasive.
One way of putting it. Another way is he's fucking crazy. I doubt a secret project run by a megalomaniac like him means anything good for London. Shit. Bollocks. I don't like this at all, man. What the fuck was that?
Fucking hell. Albion's top secret project is an automated killing machine. And it looks like Cass is almost ready to launch. We have to get Themis out of his hands.
I'll prepare a briefing. Will we see you there, Hamish?
Pretty face, not risking, remember? But patch me in. You and me got some scheming to do, Bagley.
Possible hostile at your location. Shit! Officer down! Officer down! We may need more patrols to attend. Stand by. Negative. No sign of the target yet.
Now that's cute.
Control, we're returning to HQ. Over.
Investigating disturbance. Hostile target, employing combat measures. Cease and desist, or you will be destroyed.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
I'll start the briefing whenever you're ready. Here's what we know about Nigel Cass. He's rolling out something called Project Themis. The lack of information on its own is worrisome, but what little we do know is Cass wishes to remove the human element from law enforcement.
We also know he's partnered with Titus, which is never good. Titus does other work with Albion. Nasty shit like autonomous weapons, human targeting algorithms.
So Titus is our best lead to fill in the blanks on the secret project, but their security is notoriously difficult to crack. So Hamish has proposed an intriguing solution.
Albion's been working on a new microdrone, something my contact told me about. That shit's not even in production yet, but if we get the plans, we can manufacture our own.
To bypass Titus security?
Exactly. They're weird as fuck. Supposed to do maintenance on Albion's other drones, but the smallness of them means they can slip into places nothing else can.
Well, there we have it. Our next step is to infiltrate the Albion drone manufacturing lab and get our hands on schematics.
And then you lot will have a fun little gadget to break in the Titus. Love it. I'll shoot you the location. Be careful. Albion doesn't like to share his toys.